close to wrapping up and crossing those promises. They're going to get with the architect and try to get that final report on a couple of those so we can get all of those closed out.
All righty. Report of the superintendent.
I have the good news to share. Congratulations to Eisenhower High School junior Madison Mueller. She was selected as a national finalist for the FFA Agri-Science Fair contest in the Social Systems category. She will represent Lawton and Oklahoma FFA chapters at the national contest in September. So congratulations to Eisenhower High School junior Madison Mueller. And we also know the pandemic led to a critical shortage in blood supply. Our high schools are teaming up to try to help by hosting the Bedlam Blood Battle. The Lawton Public Schools High School Blood Bowl on Saturday the 21st. I know that didn't go out. On Saturday the 21st at the Great Plains Coliseum from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. Cash prizes of $750, $500, and $250 will be awarded to the schools according to how many donors they bring. The sponsor is Arvis Bank and Domino's Pizza.
Hey.
So that's exciting. That is the 21st, Saturday the 21st.
Okay. Blood Bowl is.
The Blood Bowl, but it's awesome. Our kids in our schools are getting them there to help with the blood shortage because we know that's been a big issue. So those are my good news. Just updates. As you know, we started school. Our enrollment's over 13,000. We're depending on how many of those who are enrolled are going to be in the 10-day list and may drop. You know, we showed 14,400, so sometimes those numbers get. We're showing about 13,000 students a day attending. Now, usually you have a few absent, so we're still guessing we'll have around 13,500, which is really close to what we had before the pandemic. We were at 13,500 and some right before the pandemic, so that's, if we had just had it, it's kind of hard to tell because you don't know how many of those people on the 10-day absences aren't here. You know, one of the things with last year, we started with 8,000 students and 5,000 on virtual. So some of the norms that you struggle with at the start of the year, car lines and pickup and drop off, and some of those things weren't as a big a deal. And now that everyone's back in person, we have 800 students virtual of all those students. So almost all of our students came back in person. So that's, you know, those things will work themselves out, that we'll move through pretty quick. But besides that, you know, we feel good. You know, I got to give a shout out to our staff. Some of the hiccups we've had and some of the things going on, they've done a great job of making those adjustments and getting those things straightened out. So but you know, we're excited about that, and our staff's done a great job across the district. We've had many things that they've done a good job of getting fixed and ironed out and getting kids fed. We're feeding more kids than we've ever fed. You know, shout out to the government again. Everybody eats breakfast and lunch free. Off the charts. If you've been in any of our middle schools or high schools and some of our bigger elementaries and looked at the food lines and the choices, it's unreal the choices the kids have. And it's good. We're hearing nothing but, you know, compliments on our food. So big shout out to our cafeteria staff. Again, all of our teachers and bus drivers are hard to find, but some of our bus drivers are running 2 and 3 routes of the same, you know, 2 high school routes and a middle school route and then 2 elementary routes. So we're getting them to school and getting them home, and hopefully, you know, as normal in the next, you know, 7 to 10 days, we have those lines cleared up and such. So that's it.
Most people usually understand that it takes about 2 weeks to get people settled and teachers where you need them. I know it's hard to know where the kids are going to be, and so you have to move teachers.
It was interesting this year because last year we were moving teachers from traditional to virtual for the first 2 weeks. This year we're moving them from virtual to traditional the first 2 weeks, and we're still working on the class sizes. You can go to either office and they're looking. You know, we still have the goal that to get all of our class sizes down or get the teachers an assistant. We've knocked off most of the 30. Some of the high schools still have a 30, but the teacher may have 35 in this class and 15 in this one, and we're still working to get those, you know, at your secondary schools to get those balanced and try to make it where, you know, a teacher may have 120 kids for 6 classes, which is 20 a class, but it's hard to get them balanced, and that's ultimately the goal. we still got to move some teachers around. If the numbers stay with the virtual or so, we still got some of those teachers to move to other buildings, and we're still looking for a few teachers in spots and teachers assistants and such. So.
And bus drivers.
And bus drivers.
Out of
Yes.
the 800 virtual, do we know about how many of them are secondary and how many of them are elementary?
Yeah, there's a little over 300 elementary.
Yeah. she said
And about 500 virtual, and that includes like Gateway and all the there's about 500 to 600 students at that their location would be Douglas right now, and
Yeah,
there's
but she
right
said
at
500 when I said
and there's right at 300 that are elementary virtual. That's day night. So those numbers, again, we were thinking about 100 a grade to 150 a grade when we did our pre-enrollment, and so those numbers have gone down, which we like face-to-face. We wanted our students face-to-face. So,
it's a better deal. Okay, anything else?
nope, that's all I got.
Consent agenda. Does anyone have anything that we got in the consent agenda that they need explained or talked about? Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept it.
I'll second it.
Call the roll?
Ms. Nyworth?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Ms. Bradley?
Yes,
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Need an executive session?
No, ma'am.
No executive session today. Okay, we'll go on down to your personnel.
Item number 12.
Your report. Anybody have any questions about the report? Okay, is there a motion?
I make a motion we approve the personnel report.
Second.
Call the roll?
Ms. Nyworth?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Ms. Bradley?
yes.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Yes, and I noticed on there our Larry Hatch is finally
I
gonna
saw
hang up
that.
his horn, but
He's going
not
to stay
until December.
Yep, and the good thing with that is we do have a
Replacement.
we have a replacement already in place, so there'll be a little bit of
He's been
training.
trained.
And that's obviously I know it's dear to your heart, but it is to all of ours, just to keep our arts important and make sure we keep that going.
Well, he's been a great asset to the district.
exactly
for
right.
many years. hasn't
Great
he?
loss.
Yes,
But I understand. But I noticed we hired his wife back part-time, so
yes.
he's not going anywhere. All right, any new business? No. The next regular board meeting, September the 7th. You want to do 5 or 5:15?
We'll do 5. We won't change that one because they're
Won't
already
change it
set
yet,
on the
okay.
schedule.
We're thinking about going to 5:15 because we have a board member that doesn't get off work until 5, so it's 15 minutes. We'll start in October, probably moving our board meeting
Well,
back.
in the new year,
Oh, the new year, okay.
yes. But that October one is a special that we're going to, so on 15 setting
one
new-
we changed, we
On
can do
15
that.
setting new board meeting dates, if you look at the board meetings, the 21st is set for a regular meeting, but that's fall break, so we're going to move that to the 14th. So that'll be considered a special, but the meeting will just be on October 14th because,
And we can do it at 5.
and we'll do that and we'll get that done, but we're going to set it at 5:15 just to do that, and then we'll set all of our meeting dates for calendar year 2022 in October or November, and then that'll get done.
Okay, and I guess you said at the next meeting, we've got some special guests
Yep, we'll
coming?
start bringing in some principals from
gonna
buildings
be
and
fun.
start giving them a
Can't wait.
report of what's going on at their building, their sizes, and how they're ironing out. Some of them will, all the great things they're doing. Some
Well,
celebrations.
just let our staff know that we're very happy and thank them, because I know first week of school is always a little stressful,
Yes, ma'am.
so.
I continue to get emails from thanking them thanking us for the raise. So,
And it was deserved. They earned it.
that's exactly right.
No doubt. I mean, they earned it, and they earned the bonus. I mean, you call it a bonus when it's earned, but it was something that they deserve. Again,
That's right.
I mean, when you look at the COVID and how we adjusted and the flexibility of Lawton Public Schools as large schools goes, our district and our employees did a better job than anybody in the state, in my opinion. So they definitely deserved it.
Certainly did. All right, any board announcements? Anybody got anything coming up they want to talk about? Then I declare this meeting adjourned.